Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends. We are back with another review on an epic champion to see if he's good, to see if he matches up to Royal Guard, the other champions out there that do damage based off of enemy max HP. He is of the undead hordes. Here he is, this beautiful creature here, Husk. I don't know what he's made out of. He looks pretty cool though, and we don't get to see enough of him. We really don't. We don't get to see Husk out there. Look at his HP, look at his defense. Very good for what he is, because we're not worried about, look at a skill 2. A skill 2 is only based off of enemy max HP. Now this is a guy, remember this, you only have to take this guy to 50. You do not have to take him to 60. If you want to take him to 50, gear him out on 16 gear plus 6-star stuff. That's amazing. Only thing you're going to be missing out on is 20% additional crit damage. That is it. This skill will always do its max damage even at 4-star 40. 4-star 40, it wouldn't matter as long as you can get enough gear in there. But you do want to have the crit damage banner on, so you want to take him to 5-star to at least get that. But you don't have to take him to 6-star. I took him to 6-star just because I got happy. I wanted to play around with him more. But I can tell you, I ran him through a lot of things at level 50, and he was just fine. So his skill 1 also has a provoke, which is really cool. We've got 30% chance to provoke. He hits twice on it, so he gets a good chance to provoke, which is always strong in waves. So very good to have. This one also has a chance to stun. So not only does it do, it's on a 4-turn cooldown just like Coldheart, just like Seer's ability, but it has a chance to stun instead of whatever the abilities. You know, Royal Guard doesn't do anything. Seer strips and does other stuff based off of enemy max HP, and puts people to sleep. But it has 35, 40, 50, 60 here, right? Is that right? Yeah, 60% chance to stun. And that's an AoE stun. So when you go into a wave and he does this, you're going to get at least 2 people, right? 2 out of the 5 are going to be stunned for a turn. That's tremendous. This can help you out a lot. And then his third skill is not that big. Damage increase according to this champion's current HP. I haven't seen this skill hit hard. I really haven't. I haven't even noticed it. I'd prefer this 2-hit one with the ability to provoke. And then he also has in arena 30% HP. But that's misleading. Do not try to take this guy in arena. We'll talk about that later, I guess. But you do not want to take Husk into arena. Let's look at my Husk. Let's get to him, see what we have here. Let's look at his gear. Let's take him into Dragons 20, which he's going to do really well in. We'll take him into Spiders 20, which you'll get to see about weak hits, glancing hits, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll take him into Fire Knights 20, and then we'll talk about Arena and how he would operate in Arena and why he doesn't work out in Arena. I also want to note that I think this champion, or any champions in this game right now, if we had champions based off of enemy max defense, that would be fantastic, right? It would give us another thing in the game to you know, play around with in damage based off of enemy max defense. And the only reason I thought about this was because he's PvP, right? He's supposed to be kind of be made for PvP. Well, that would be amazing. If he did damage based off of enemy max defense for PvP, this guy would be, I think it would be pretty sweet. And still, if he was enemy max defense, he would do crazy damage in dungeons as well, just like he does with enemy max HP. So that's something to think of. Hopefully, maybe Polarium will come out with a whole new slew of champions that do damage based off of enemy max defense, and it'll be fun. It'll give us new things to play around with, right? A new mechanic. I think it would be a lot of fun to do. So here we are. His artifacts that I have on him are crit and speed and crit damage. Same. Different sets than I had on my last tune. These are some defense artifacts that I had laying around, so I threw them on. I think this is the same glove though. This is the only thing that I have that is the exact same thing. Otherwise, he's got all fresh gear on him. He's got a crit damage 40%. He's got crit gloves of 60%. And he has a banner of accuracy so we can get those stuns off, right? We want to make sure we land those stuns. They're always good to have. Here's his total stats, since my head is in the way. High HP, good defense, good speed, 100% crit, and then we've got the crit damage to 227. I believe I have him matched up, and we've got his accuracy up to enough that's fine for dungeon runs, for wave runs, right, to stun people. That's really all we want. And the provoke. The provoke is really handy as well. Where is our Royal Guard? He's at 224. Our Husk is. And the Royal Guard is at, where are you, Royal Guard? He is at 241. Okay, so like 20% difference, right? So when you see their damages, just think 20% different. But I will say that Royal Guard is hitting harder because he doesn't have another mechanic into it. He doesn't have the stun mechanic. So I think that's why he's hitting a little bit harder than Husk. Let's get over to his masteries that I got on him. So I came in here. I got everything I could to increase that damage, of course. So I wanted to get the crit damage. I wanted to do the additional 8% for the first hit on the enemy. So if that's the first big hit, he gets it. Also try to reset a cooldown because he's doing a lot of damage on that one skill. And then if he gets debuffs on him, he does more damage. Flawless execution for 20% extra critical damage, of course. And then if he's attacking anybody with higher max HP, then he will do more damage. So everything you need to do that one hit, the big hit to get him in there. Then also I went into the defensive tree because, right, he's going to take a little bit too if he doesn't provoke. He's got the stats to do it. Much better stats, and we don't have to worry about things like attack or whatever else. Much better, or I guess easier to do instead of a Royal Guard. Easier to make sure that he's really tanky. So I've got this on him for heals. I've got this to take up a little bit of damage. I kind of picked this one that way I could split and do these two. Other people who take a hit immediately, he can take some of that damage from them. And then he has a chance to counterattack, which then if he counterattacks, he has a chance to provoke again, right? With his skill 1. So there we go. Let's get into his other stuff. So we looked over his skills. We looked over his masteries, everything. We're good to go. Let's get into dragons. Hopefully, I'll always hope this. I'm doing it live, right? So I'm not going to go back in and edit it. I made these teams to where they're not too overpowered. We're just going to go ahead and play it. I made it to where they're not like a Bad L, a Martyr. I don't have Valkyrie in there on a lot of them. I don't have my Prince Kaimar in there lowering cooldowns. So I wanted to make it, of course, at least reasonable, right? So here we go. We got attack. We got a decreased defense. We got weaken. Boom. He doesn't really hit. We got how many stuns? We got 3 stuns from him. 3 stuns out of 5. I mean, 60% chance. You can't beat that. And then we have Seer coming in there and dropping it on the rest of them, taking up my apothecaries to his speed increase and his shield, and Seer's taking those and turning it into damage against enemy max HP. So let's see again. So here he's going to come in, maybe get a provoke. Fantastic. This is really crazy. I've never seen them. I guess because something was going on with, they always, right? And you know this when you do a run, they always attack this guy right here. They hardly ever go over here and take care of this Terrell who's going to do the attack down on everybody. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not doing, watch out, watch out. They're trying to take out, okay, there we go. Trying to take out our Royal Guard, right? And I wasn't even paying attention to the Royal Guard damage, but we're going to get to see it on the clan boss. I can tell you in waves-wise that Royal Guard definitely does way more damage than Husk, but Husk has the ability to stun. We just saw him stun 3 out of 5 people. And he's fine with this affinity in here. Husk actually has the advantage affinity in here. So there we go. We need to have Husk. We've got our debuffs up. We need to have Husk and Royal Guard go right about now or we're going to be in trouble. Come on, big hits. No, we're not good. That is not good. We're about to get hit hard. And stunned is the main thing. Not good. All right, we're going to be able to recuperate from that. That is fine, but we can't have that happen at the very end. As you know, we're doing okay time with this group. Not bad at all. Seer keeps stealing the spotlight. There we go. 5-4. 544,000. Husk did 425. So 20% additional critical damage. Yes, it's adding up to some more damage. But Husk is still just a teeny bit behind, right, on that hit. Not too much, not too much at all. The main takeaway is if you don't have a Royal Guard, or if you only have 1 Royal Guard like I do, and you want 2 Royal Guards, and the reason why you want 2 Royal Guards is because you can use Royal Guard in Dragons, you can use them in Ice Golems 20, you can use them in Spiders 20. Those are 3 of the 4 main dungeons that you can use somebody in who is just fantastic. I just did a Royal Guard video on him, so if you want to check that out, check that out. I love Royal Guard. Probably one of my favorite epics in the game, aside from Seer. Seer is probably my first favorite epic in the game. Royal Guard has to be probably my second favorite epic. But Husk is doing work, right? He's not bad at all. Husk is a good champion. When you think about, let me get on to another stage before I keep talking your ear off without doing anything. So when you think about everything that he can do and what you can use him in. So you can use him in Fire Knight. You can use him, this is stage 20 stuff. You can use him coming up in anything and he'll be great. You can use him also in Fire Knight 20, in Dragons 20, and he will do a really, really good job, just like Royal Guard will, but we can't bring Royal Guard into Fire Knight, so at least he covers something different. Now here is a problem. We're doing Spiders 20, where he's a weak affinity too. So if he does a glancing hit, he's going to do a weak hit, he's going to do 50% less damage. So let's look here. Let's see what we get. Husk is going to go first right after his decreased defense. Let's get it. Good. Husk goes. Weak hit, 195. Normally that is 800,000. Look at the difference. How can a weak hit be 50% less but only do that much? That is crazy because it doesn't crit. Oh man. We're not going to beat the Spider this time. Normally Husk will hit for about 800, 900k, where Royal Guard will come in and hit for 150, right? 1 mil, I'm sorry, for 1.5 mil, right? So that was bad. This might not be able to do the run now. We will have to see. We're at 43 seconds. We've got some time. Bad L will hold it off for a little while. Bad L isn't built really to tank here in Spiders, but he does it long enough for me that when I have Seer in here in place of Husk and I go on auto, that they take it down within a minute. You know, no problem. They all do their heavy hits. Bad L tanks it up, and then they're able to go. So let me pull up. While we're looking to see if we die here, I also have the picture saved. Let's see. Oh, Bad L's down. Bad L's down, and we're not going to have the damage. We're not going to have the damage to pull this off. Man, let's see. Let's see what happens. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. We need another turn to get back to Royal Guard and Cold Heart to get their abilities up. Husk is doing okay taking it down. There we go. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can still do this. No, we can't. I don't think we're going to be able to because she fed. If she didn't eat and heal, we would have been okay. Now we're in some serious trouble. Even if Cold Heart does her Heart Seeker, well, she didn't, so that's it. That's game over. Anyways, you saw what he did. Let's just save time. Let's go back in there and see if he can get a clean hit. But this is the reason why you can't bring them into, why nobody really plays Husk. If Husk had an affinity advantage, or at least had something on his ability that said cannot do weak hits, then he would be used here. You would see in Husk actually used in Spiders 20. There we go, 967. So not bad that time, not bad at all. So let's look at 1.3. Let's look at some of this affinity stuff that I have up here right now, and we will try to make this smaller, maybe, if we can, and still see the spider. Anyways, I'll read it out to you right here what it says. So it says in red, oh no, we'll see the spider damage. So it says right here in red, the champion's element is weak against the target. The damage that he or she deals will be reduced by 20%. So already he's doing 20% less damage. And his critical hit will be reduced by 15%. And then his attack has a 35% chance to do a weak hit, which will then do 30% less. So we're talking about a 50% less overall damage if he does a weak hit, 20% anyways, just for facing anybody who's a weak affinity. So that's huge. I mean, really, really huge. I think we're going to be okay this time. You saw him do ample damage, and we'll be able to make it through this. Now, after this, we're going to go into Fire Knight's 20 to show you his 2-hit, because he has a 2-hit skill 1. So we'll be able to get in there and take down the Fire Knight shield. We're also going to do, we're not going to do PvP, but we can just talk about PvP right now since we have time, right, in the video. Again, if he had an ability, that max HP ability that he has doesn't do any damage if you have just moderate HP. Even if you just have decent HP, it does no... Okay, so we made it that time with him. Good, 126, and we did it with a Husk in here. Good job. Good job, Husk. You pulled it off. So not what I would recommend if you want to get up to 19 with Husk and use Husk at 50. Again, all you have to do is have him at 50, get him in that crit damage necklace, and you'll be good to go. But up there, you can get him up to it, and then you can use him, of course, at end game, you can use him at Fire Knight and in Dragon's 20, no problem. But I do want a second Royal Guard, as you know. But hey, I'm happy. Husk, I took him to 60 because I figured I'd be using him more often, and I'm going to try. I'm going to try, like I do with all these reviews that I do on Champions, I try to fit him into more teams. If you knew my daily grind, what I do when I start grinding stuff, when I'm actually at the phone and playing with everything, I switch in and out characters all the time. I don't care if I'm doing 1-minute runs. I'm like, what can I replace in here to make it similar time runs or even better, or maybe it's going to be a 30 seconds more, but who can actually work, who can actually make it. So all I do all day long is, if you see me on my phone, switch in and out champions for every run I do for anything. And I can't even remember what my best, like I've had to start taking screenshots of what I actually use for my best teams, what my best times are, how it worked. I always do auto, so they've got to make it an auto for me. And that's it. I just play around all day long with different champions, different team comps, see what we can make out there, see what we can do. Because it's good, it's right. It gets me more knowledge, I guess, about what can make it, what can't. And it's fun to do for me because, you know, sometimes I'm wasting energy. We just got 4 stuns there from Husk. So Husk did his AoE move, 4 stuns. So we're going to be able to take this out easy. With that, look at that. Okay, no, we're going to lose. We're going to lose Zargala, but that's fine. This guy over here is stunned, so he shouldn't do his move, right? Okay. I didn't want it to wig out, and he does his move, and then we're in trouble. So Zargala doesn't have any way with this crew to get life back. So we're going to lose her. We're going to lose her soon, but we still have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11 attacks from our people with what we have right now. I think this video is going kind of long. I just looked at the clock. Looks like it's going kind of long, but after this we'll be done. And I thank you all for watching. Thank you so much. I mean, Husk is a good champion. Do not underestimate him. Try to use him if you have him. Take him to 50, like I said. You do not have to take him to 60. Only if you're going to commit to him and use him in game and you want that 20% additional critical damage. If you don't, take him to 50, max him out, do everything you need to, do all the gear I have on him. You just won't have the accuracy. You just won't have the accuracy banner on him. But as far as everything else goes, maybe I can help them out here because we are going to lose. Yeah, we don't want you doing your shear. We're going to lose Zargala really quick here. Let's get the shield down, and then let's do this. Let's cheat a little bit. Boom. Okay, so that should buy us a little bit of time. So use Husk. He's a good champion. Like, I don't see anything wrong with him. He taunts. He does the damage based on enemy max HP. And his last skill is pretty much nothing. Don't worry about that. And he's defensive based, right? He's actually a strong champion. He's not a weak champion that you need to worry about taking hits and dying on you like my Zargala is doing right now, because I didn't build her defensively at all. So you can build him with maximum output of damage and still make him very defensive. No problem. You're good to go with Husk. And he's a good champion. He's a fun champion. I love finding new champions that do things and that actually have good uses in game. And I'm telling you, on your grind to in game, you can use him. There's going to be tons of places you can use him. Him taunting and stunning on those waves, it's so much fun. There we go. Bye bye, Zargala. Thanks so much. It's so much fun, and we didn't even have reflect up at that time. Little late there, Valkyrie. A little late. We're still doing okay on the time for this team that we have here. I wouldn't say fantastic. I'd rather have a fast clearing wave time, get to the boss within a minute 30 if I can, most times, and then, you know, whittle down the boss like this. Because RNG at the boss, you never know what's going to happen with bringing that shield down. It's iffy. You just saw there, Valkyrie might have shield up. She might not have shield up. They might do their skill one. They might not do their skill one. They might do this at an inopportune time, so you never know. But we're going to beat this. We got this. Anyways, that is Husk. If you have any questions, please ask me down below. Let me know if you're using Husk, how your Husk has been, and if he looks interesting to you. Let me know if this review was helpful. If you think that, hey, you might want to pull Husk out of your vault, where he's probably been hiding most of the time because you've been waiting for a Royal Guard, or you have one Royal Guard and you want something similar to Royal Guard to play in Dragons or to play in Fire Knight that might help out your team. I hope this helped. As always, guys, thank you so much for the support. I will see you all in a video soon. I'm probably going to be doing a couple rare videos tomorrow that I'll put up. There's some cool new rares that are out, and we'll go over those, see what we can do with them, and I'll see you all very soon.